Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. One second. Ooh. Okay. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, do understand and get your day, night, honey, wherever you are, it does not matter. It's going to get better once you get better. Okay. You guys hear me talk about perception all the time because perception is really where it's at. Okay. Right now, okay, you can be short on cash, right? But if you change your perception, okay, and start understanding that abundance is your birthright, start understanding that you are able to attract whatever it is that you truly desire, right? And how do you come up with this belief, right? How do you come up with this belief system that you are in fact the creator of your reality? How do you come up with this belief system? So, how you come up with this belief system is one, you start paying attention to your life. Okay, you start seeing the things that you are attracting or the things that you hold in your mind for a certain period of time. You are start attracting it. It goes from the spiritual realm into the physical. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a few examples. I'm so excited to do this video because earlier I had this a major synchronicity, and it gives me so much passion to do these videos. The fact being is, you know how sometimes like you put out into the ether whatever it is that it could be something that something so little, or your intuition may tell you to do something. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an example. So earlier today, right, I was my intuition was telling me to go put money on my chime card to go get this book, Contract Law. And contract law, it pretty much explains, the contracts and stuff like that you enter into, how these corporations violate, the contract or whatever it is, right? So, at first I was like, oh, I don't really want to go, put the money on a card. Maybe I could just do it next week, right? Maybe I could just, put the money on a card next week or whatever. And I kept getting this strong desire for me to go to Walgreens to put money on my chime card so I can order, the book, right? Contract Law for Dummies. And by the way, I really don't care for that title because I'm like dummies, right? But whatever. So, anywho, I get dressed and, I'm heading to Walgreens, I get to Walgreens, put the money on the card, whatever it is like that. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm listening to this guy named Yusuf Al. Okay. I had spoke about Yusuf Al before. I don't know Yusuf Al personally. He has a channel called High Frequency Radio, okay, on YouTube. His content is impeccable. His research when it comes to contract law or trust or whatever it is, the secure party, sovereignty, not sovereign citizen, but sovereignty. Okay, it is so amazing, and I was really blown away by his knowledge. Okay, his knowledge, and the books and stuff that he read. And what really did it for me, because when I first came across use of L content, I was watching it. Hey, Daniela, peace here, baby, peace here, peace here, peace here. Oh, thank you so much. Hope all is well with you. So when I came across use of L content, the first time I came across it, I was like, nope, let me, because what brought me across his content was he was teaching about the secure party, contract law, discharging debt, negotiable instruments, and all this other stuff, right? And it's so funny because the universe can tell you or put something in your path, and you may be like, I'm not ready for that. I didn't, decide to do these videos to talk about this or to talk about that. A lot of times that is fear because you don't know the end goal, or because you don't think that you capable or you good enough, right? And so whenever you get this download for you to do certain things, I guarantee you, honey, It is for the betterment of you. I promise you. I'm never going to lead you guys in a wrong path. Whenever I'm doing something, whatever books I'm reading, whatever lectures I'm listening to, if I get value from it, okay, I am willing to always come back to you guys and share it with you guys, because I am a firm believer that if it is able to do something for my life, I know damn well that it can do something for the next person out there life. And it brought me back in a mind of when I first started doing these videos, okay? When I first started doing these videos, okay, I had another YouTube channel, okay. I believe it was two other YouTube channels. When I first started doing these videos, my whole concept was I want people to know that they don't have to. I was so excited. I was so excited. It felt, like a gift. And I wanted to share with so many people to let them know that wherever you are, you do not have to stay there. I was so, when I had my spiritual awakening, I was so elated. Like, I remember feeling so happy like a goddamn kid. And I was like, and this was on my previous channel, okay? And I was like, you know what? Tomorrow we gonna go. It was Trader Joe's at that time. Tomorrow, that was like 45 minutes away from me. Tomorrow we gonna go to Trader Joe's, and we gonna do this, and pretty much getting out of your comfort zone. Pretty much, me showing you guys that you do not have to stay where you are, okay? And for some reason, this brought back that same exact feeling of enjoyment, that same exact feeling of bliss, that same exact feeling of sharing, of growth, of me being, just me wanting to be of inspiration to, even if it's just one goddamn person. Okay. I feel like if I'm of inspiration to one person, if I can inspire one person, okay, it does so much to me, because it's like, oh my goodness, and I tell you guys all the time, you have the ability to change your goddamn life. Okay. I could never help you. I could share things with you guys that I tend to do. But the truth of the matter is, you have everything within you. Okay. Source will lead you to different avenues, different people, different things to watch, or whatever it is like that. But ultimately, everything is within you. Okay. And I cannot say that enough. If you are listening to someone who is saying, well, you got to come to church every Sunday in order for you to feel whatever, or you got to listen to me every day in order for you to get your mind right. Honey, that is not true. Okay. That is not true. All right. The source is going to guide you and lead you. And I tell you guys a lot, your higher self, it has been with you for many, many, many lifetimes. Okay. Honey, I just came on the scene like the Master Lean. Okay. So listen, so I got the download for me to go to the store, put the, get the book and stuff like that. A lot of times in this space, what you are going to see is never about the destination. Let me say that again, because I really want somebody out there to really get this. I really want you to get this so goddamn much. I really want you to feel this with every fiber of your goddamn being. I really want you to understand this. I really, even if you write this shit down, write this down. Is never about the destination. Okay, please get this. I really want you to get this. It's never about the destination. It is always about the goddamn journey. It has always been about the journey. It is never about the destination. Let me say it again. It is never about the destination. That would be ego. It is always about the journey. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. So as I went, and ordered the book, right? Now I'm listening to Yusuf L. And one of the things he told the story, I'm uploading another video now as I speak on YouTube now. In that video, I don't know how long it is, but it is parts of that video that I'm just gonna put in this video. Okay. Yusuf L of High Frequency Radio. Okay. YouTube, he's on YouTube. You have to also understand that this. Stop looking at other people's past, because they not, because they say curses or whatever it is. It's like you can't get the message. Like you can't use discernment, or you allow little things to deter you away from getting a message. Okay. So I'm listening to Yusuf L, right? And he gives this analysis. And like I said, one of the things that really did it for me with listening to Yusuf L and subscribing to his YouTube channel was all the information and knowledge, and how he talks about books like Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich. If you notice, is not, work and grow rich, is think, because whatever the mind can conceive can achieve. Okay. Also, he talked about the science of getting rich, right? The science of getting rich here, right? So a lot of I think it's called esoteric or whatever. A lot of things pertaining to law of attraction and all these different things. When I heard use of L, because when I came into consumer law, it's people that talks about operating in clean hands and good faith and stuff like that. But what made Yusuf L so different was because he talks about the same exact thing that brought me into doing these videos. And it was understanding the principles of this here universe, the laws of this here universe. Okay. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing, right? But when Yusuf L talked about those things, I was so it was like, oh my goodness, the universe is so freaking amazing. It's so dope. It is going to lead you in the direction, I guarantee you, honey, the direction that you need to be led into. So today I'm coming from Walgreens, and I'm still listening to Yusuf L. So Yusuf L, he gives this story about how it was this guy who was pretty much a dope boy, okay, sold drugs in the neighborhood. And Yusuf L said, like, he's seen this dope boy that was in his neighborhood, and the dope boy was making like $20,000 a week. And Yusuf L was like, damn, if he could just make, I believe he said $2,000 a week, like it'd be good, right? He'd be, so to speak, the man. So what wound up happening was Yusuf L, he said that he started reading these books, Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich, Wallace Wilder's The Science of Getting Rich, okay, and The Master Key, okay. So I was like, all right, because I listen to Yusuf L. So the type of person I am, when I listen to mind is success leaves clues, and whatever someone that is successful is saying, okay, or whatever books or whatever audios they listening to, it will do you a big it will help you so much if you then repeat that, okay, but turn it in a way where it is though it is authentic to you, okay. So whenever I hear a successful person, I remember listening to Bob Proctor, and I would be doing Uber, some days, and I would listen to Bob Proctor, and Bob Proctor would go on and say, he would mention all these books. In every video, mainly, okay, Bob Proctor always mentioned the book. And you know what I would do? I would hurry up and rewind it back, okay, rewind the audio back. And I would say, damn, what book he said? And I would hurry up and write that goddamn book down. Why? Because if he is a multi-millionaire, okay, and if he is recommended goddamn books, it would do me a goddamn disservice for me to listen to the goddamn audio and say, all right, well, I ain't gonna get that book. Everything is about you taking action. In the words of Kevin Trudeau, one of the things he says is, he says success is a decision away. Okay. Now this guy was part of the goddamn brotherhood. Okay, the elite. Okay. And when I listened to Kevin Trudeau, it like, the stuff that he speak about, how to be, do, have anything in this here universe that you desire, hell is really about your goddamn mindset. Okay. And so if you are listening to a successful person and they say a book and you just like, all right, well, I want to be successful, but you don't even get the book. You don't even write the goddamn book down. To me, that is just like, do you really want to be what you say you want to be? Because the universe is going to test you to see how serious or source or God, Allah, whatever you deem source to be. It is going to test you to see how serious you are about what you say you are. Okay? So if a successful person is saying a book, so me listening to Yusuf Al, okay, and he said, when he was 20 years old, he listened to, read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then he said The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna bring it back full circle and tell you guys how amazing the goddamn universe is, how these synchronicities be coming down tenfold, how the universe is gonna let you know that you're on the right path, how your intuition is speaking to you, and if you listen to it, honey, I'm telling you, your life is fucking finna change for the betterment of it. I guarantee you, I promise you, it is finna change if you listen, okay? So, the other day I came across Yusuf Al. He was talking about the science of getting rich, right? By Wallace Wattles. By Wallace Wattles. So I said, oh, okay. Like I said, when I hear a successful person talking about books, I immediately rewind the tape back and I go back and listen to the book that they recommended. So Yusuf Al, he said like, he seen this dope boy, in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And what he said was, he was like, he started reading like all these books, pertaining to pretty much law of attraction, right? Primary law of attraction is law of vibration. Hey, the Hive Game Channel, PC, baby, PC. And so Yusuf Al, he talking about this and stuff like that, right? So what happened was, so damn much that when the phone said 5%, I just was like, all right, for somehow I just lost track, okay, to charge my damn phone. So anywho, so Yusuf Al, right? So he pretty much was telling the story about, it was a dope boy in his neighborhood making $20,000, a week or whatever it is like that. And he was like, he's what Yusuf else of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles and also The Master Key, right? So remember earlier what I said, right? At first I was like, oh, I don't want to go to the store, to put the money. I could order the book next week. And I had this strong desire for me to go to the store. Like my intuition, like, no, go to the store. And let me tell you something about your intuition. And I done said this multiple times, but I want you guys to understand this and hear me clearly when I say this. All successful people ultimately listen to themselves. Okay. And I had heard Kevin Tredone say that. He said, we may take advice from others, but ultimately we listen to ourselves. And when I say you listen to yourself, you listen to your intuition. Like I said earlier, your higher self has been with you throughout many lifetimes, okay? And it is always guiding you and letting you know exactly, okay, what way, what path you should take. And the more you listen to it, the louder your intuition is going to come. I remember someone said to me, they said something like, if I'm just being lazy or I just need a break, I just need to rest. Well, one of the things that you are going to see, because a lot of people who go, or if if I just want to challenge myself, or if I'm just, if I just need a break. Well, one of the things that one of the sure signs is this. You will see if is you just don't want to get out of your comfort zone, right? In a wager way that you would see that you are just being lazy or you are just operating from fear, is when you see how your life is and you say, well, I want my life to be better, right? But you don't take the necessary step in order for your life to be better, then that means that you just operating out of fear. Okay. That means that you operating out of fear. Also, you have to let go of the resistance of, sometimes I even go through this like, all right, well, I need to get this or I need to do this because if I don't, then my whole life, right? You have to understand that either way, whatever you choose, okay, it is not good or bad. But it is for you to look at your life and say, well, you know what? This no longer is serving me. And you know how you will see if it's no longer serving you? When you get sick and tired of doing the same exact thing each and every day, because your spirit, it will not allow you to continuously do the same thing each and every day. Okay? At least mine's won't. Okay? My spirit, right? I can tell when, source wants to express itself through me, okay, because I feel this uncomfort in being comfortable. Okay, it's like, Dina, you need to grow, let's go, we doing something different today. And it can be something different as going to a different store, something different as taking a train to go somewhere different, something different as going into a different neighborhood, something different as going, listening to something different as it's always about the evolution of who you are. Okay. Is always about the growth of who you are. Is always about you are changing. Okay. And if you doing the same, the universe, it don't care. Okay. And if you are a person that is waiting for somebody to come down, magically appear and to change your life, honey, I can assure you no one is coming. The universe don't care about how many times you cried, how many times you got on your knees and prayed. Faith without works is dead. You have to do something different and you will be guided, okay, to do something different. And what that difference may look like is not going to look like everybody else's life. Okay, it's going to look uniquely and designed for your life. Okay. So getting back to the story in the full circle, right? So I'm on my way back, and Yusuf L talks about this book. He talks about the Master Key, right? And he said he just kept reading the Master Key, and he said you have to read, books at least 7 times so it could go into the subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious, okay. The subconscious, I remember hearing Bob Proctor say this so many times. He said the subconscious, it does not know fantasy from reality. The subconscious, it just knows whatever you give to it. Okay. And so when you keep on saying certain things, the repetition is the mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle of learning. Okay. And so that's how we've been programmed through the repetition of things. Okay. And if you want to change your programming, you have to do something different. So Yusuf L, he talks about, reading a book at least 7 times. Okay. So it could be embedded into your subconscious mind. All right. So one of the things Yusuf Al was saying was he said it was so funny how he thought that $2,000 a week was so much, but when he started reading these books and he started attracting and earning $5,000 a day, he was like, it was almost like, oh my goodness, it's so funny. And another person who talks about this, is it Billy Carson? You guys know Billy, okay? I believe it's Billy Carson. Yeah, Billy Carson. Okay. He talks about this a whole lot. Okay, about manifestation and stuff like that, and the car that you desire and everything like that. Like, go to the dealership, go look up the car, look up the model, and keep on doing it each and every day until that car, okay, is in your goddamn garage, or until you own that car. Okay. And so This is the full circle moment. Okay. This is what I want you guys to do. So I comes home and I'm like, all right, I am going to read because Yusuf Al talked about the science of getting rich. Okay, the book by Wallace Watlers. And I was so amazing that I said, you know what? I'm taking my damn self out. I'm going to a restaurant, okay? Don't exactly know which restaurant I'm going to, but I'm taking my damn self out. I'm going to the restaurant and I'm gonna enjoy myself. Okay. That's what the books is going to do. They are going to have you moving, they are going to have you feeling like you can accomplish, you can be, do, have, whatever it is in this goddamn universe. Okay. So I'm listening to, reading, the science of getting rich by Wallace Watlers. And so today, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna read the science of getting rich. And so I open up this book. Okay. I highly encourage you, highly recommend you get the Prosperity Bible. Okay. I highly recommend you get the Prosperity Bible. I highly recommend you this. Okay. So I'm reading. I opened the book, and now, mind you, on my way coming back from Walgreens. Okay, I tell you guys, when I hear a successful person recommend a book, I do immediately. I stop the tape and I go back and I say, "What was the name of that book?" I'm gonna get that book, and that's what I do. So I'm listening to Yusuf Al, and he talks about the master key, how he kept reading the master key. And I'm thinking on my way walking back, I'm like, oh, I got to get that book. And I opened the book and I come across the master key system. And I say, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Now, the phenomenal thing, and this is why I tell you guys, to get this book, because this book, let me see, it has all the books in one. Think and Grow Rich. Okay. Yusuf Al talked about let me see, the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Watlers. Okay. Then he talked about the Master Key System. And Yusuf Al said he kept reading the Master Key System until he started earning $5,000 per day. It no longer went from him wanting $2,000. Okay. He started earning $5,000 per day. Why? Because he started changing his mindset. Why? Because he started influencing his subconscious mind. Okay. One of the things, and that's from my intuition telling me to go to the store. It never was about me going to the store and ordering another book. It was about me going to the store and then listening to Yusuf Al and then him recommending a book and then only to find out that the book that I have, okay, it has that book inside of the book. That's the full circle moment. And so when I say it's never about the goddamn the destination, it really isn't. It's really not about the damn destination. It really isn't. It's about the damn journey. And so it never was about me going to damn Walgreens. Okay. It was about me listening to my intuition, trusting my intuition, and saying, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't know why, it's a strong desire for me to go to Walgreens, okay? But I'm going to go and I'm going to listen to my intuition. And on my way coming back, someone recommend a book. And then I'm like, all right, okay, I'm going to order that book. Only to come to find out that I already have the damn book. Okay? And that's what I mean when I say this stuff. That's what I mean when I say listen to your intuition. Okay? That's what I mean when I say this. Okay? So you're a person, you like, I don't, what's the point? What's the use? I guarantee you when you listen to your intuition, you're going to know what was the point and what was the use. Because it's always going to lead you down the path of least resistance. You ain't got to work hard. Okay? You don't have to work hard. You don't have to, do all these things that is going to, have you feeling resistance, have you feeling a certain type of way. I do videos, a lot of the videos in the bed. Okay. And then even sometimes I'm like, well, no, maybe just get up out the bed, right? But I'm always challenging myself. I'm always doing something new. I'm always going places new. Why? Because I know if I want different, I have to become different. And I want you guys to really understand it. It's not about against these here laws of this here universe. And by you doing so, that is why your life is chaotic. That's why your life is going in the direction it's going in, because you have been conditioned and programmed to go against these laws of this universe. Working so hard, okay? Programmed to work so damn hard. And then you feel frustrated. Then you feel like, you got to turn to something because it don't make sense to you. Some people, they work, so long and so hard, and they like, oh my goodness, I don't even like what the hell I'm doing. And so the way that they tend to escape is they tend to buy things. They tend to drink excessively to get high, because it's like they want to escape their reality, not understanding they are the ones that's creating a reality. And because listening to people say, well, this is the way your life is supposed to be. But you look at those same exact people and you can look at their lives and say, well, do I really want my life to be like yours? You have to use discernment in this here life. Okay, like I said, when I hear successful people recommend a book, one of the things I do is I go and buy the book. Because why? Because if they successful, okay, and I understand the dynamics of success, okay, then I am going to buy that book. I will buy a book before I buy clothes. Okay, now I believe that we do, and I know we live in a space in an abundance universe. Okay, because so you can buy the book and the clothes. Okay, but I will buy the book. Okay, and the book will allow me to buy so many goddamn clothes, because it's about the knowledge. It's about the knowledge. See, someone can take these materialized possessions, but they never can take what's in your mind. Let me say that again. Someone can take these materialized possessions, like the car, the house, or whatever it is, but they never can take what's in your mind. They never can take your mindset. Okay? And if you are able to manifest or purchase or buy whatever it was one time, in the words of Dr. Miles Monroe, you can do it again and again and again and again. Why? Because it's certain laws of this here universe. And if you was able to do it once, you can do it again. And so my whole job is I want to inspire that person that's out there knows that is more to their lives than the way that they have been living. I'm going to inspire so many millions of people. And I don't say that like, to be braggadocious, but I say that in a sense of I know, and I say, if I could just inspire one person, but I know I am going to inspire millions upon millions upon millions of people. And the reason being why I want to do that, because the reason being is I know if my life change, okay, and if I'm doing the work, if I help enough people get what they get, what they want, I automatically qualify and get what I want. It's just a principle. And the more service that I give, the more better the world will be. And it's the same as that concept with money. Some people say, oh, money. I remember, once upon a time, somebody tried to make me feel so bad because I like money. They would try to put me on a guilt trip. They would say things like, "You sure like money," because every minute you turned around, I was manifesting thousands of dollars, and they would try to put me on a guilt trip. You like money? You sure like money? Or they'd say sometimes I'm stingy, and I was given. And sometimes people would say things so it can be in a best interest. And if you don't know who you are, honey, you'll fall for it each and every time. And it's like you saying I'm stingy, but the universe is saying something completely different because I keep manifesting. So I can't be that stingy. So if you take anything away from this video, understand never about the destination. It has always been about the journey. Understand you can be, do, have whatever it is that you say you desire. Understand that the books that you tend to read, okay, and the books I'm talking about are all books pertaining to manifestation, pertaining to changing your mindset. All the books I'm talking about. Okay. Read it numerous times so it can be embedded on your subconscious mind. Listen to positive personal development tapes over and over and over again. The way you see things. Another thing, don't put a time clock on when you want to manifest things. Now I know Bob Proctor, he would say when I had took his program, he said, put a time clock on there, right? And then you hear Kevin Tredone say, don't put a time clock on there, don't put a date on there because it's going to introduce so much stress, because when the time get near, and one of the things I Proctor do say, he said, we don't know for certain, when the thing is going to manifest, but we just put a time clock on it. We just put a date on there. Okay. And I guess the date is just so you can start moving in a direction that you say you want to, you want to manifest the thing, or, whatever it is. So I don't put a time clock. Another thing is, if I could recommend something else, I recommend this. Start ordering things like this. The other day I went on the other day I was listening to Kevin Tredone, and he was, saying pretty much like, go and print out pictures, okay? And put the pictures like in a binder, places that you want to travel. And so I went online and I was looking at all these gorgeous places. Hawaii was the place that I was looking at, okay? And I had went on his website, and it said, that they could send me a book, okay? They can send me a book. And so these are the things that you want to start doing. Okay, I have a vision board in the living room. Okay, in my living room, and I constantly walk past the vision board. So I'm constantly impressing upon my subconscious mind. Okay, and this is the type of stuff that you want to do. This is the type of stuff that you want to constantly see. You may not have the money right now, and that is okay. But the money is where the money has always been. It is here. It is here. Okay? The things that you desire is here already. It's just on a certain frequency. And you have to get on that frequency. 11 days. Look at this. 11 days, $3,795. There's nothing for 11 days, okay? To be in Rome. All right? So, you gotta Italy, okay? And it tells you all the stuff that's included. So put yourself around stuff like this. Never stop dreaming. And I know, and they talk about the American dream, but in order for you to be the American dream, you have to be sleeping. Right? But when I say never stop dreaming, never stop impressing upon your subconscious mind the things that you desire. Okay. And so with that being said, I love you guys. Keep rocking out, believe it in yourselves. Let me get back to reading. Just change your perception. And if I can offer you anything, it would be definitely to get this book. Okay, Prosperity Bible. This book is like $20. I other things, and then what I quickly see was, yeah, I like those things, but what I constantly seen was those things. They not helping me to grow. Those things, they are just, I just the books and read the books, and it is so impressionable on my subconscious mind, and my energy is amazing. Okay, and then I come back and I let people know, because my life has changed. I let you know, oh, you ain't gotta, you gonna manifest all those things, but listen, get this book. Okay, and then you may go through a period, okay, where it's like things are a certain type of way, but honey, this here universe, I once said before about the bamboo tree, and I had got that from Les Brown. When you are planting the bamboo tree, the seeds of the bamboo tree, you may not see anything. Honey, it's gonna be like it can't stop growing. And that's the same as that concept. I want you to understand. Third, they are not. Okay? And you have to know this. You have to, and that's what the books and the personal development, everything is going to constantly remind you. Versus conjuring up all the people, all the things that you desire, okay, to deliver it to you. And I guarantee you, it is here. I guarantee you it's here. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I catch you guys on the next one.